Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Yes, it's the state flag, it's the Victorian flag. So we are a state parliament, we only make laws for Victoria. And you've got another parliament in Sydney for New South Wales, and there's one in Brisbane for Queensland, and South Australia and Tasmania. And so we make state laws, that's things like the road rules, public transport, education, emergency services, and each
Lower house.
Alright, so now we're in the lower house. Behaving, being respectful, and if you're not being respectful, the speaker can kick you out for, half an hour or 1 hour, depending on how naughty you're being. So the speaker is the boss. In fact, members of Parliament, 3 over here, there's 3 over there, all the way down if you can, please.
Oh, sorry, darling.
Districts. Each district is about 55,000 voters. So you're going to pick your one member of parliament to represent your districts. The education minister will be the first speaker, and you would talk about why it's such a great idea. Because your government wants to make this law parliament, so we have to ready up. And Jacinta Allen, she's our premier, she sits here. We have a deputy premier who sits next to them, and someone called the leader of the house. That's our senior role. At the back, now these people are called the clerks. They're not members. They're more like the top management of the lower house. So all the different teams and officers working behind the scenes. And the clerk's job, they have to be experts in the rules, because there are lots of fiddly rules from hundreds of years of Westminster history called the standing orders. So this tells you Australia. So the colonies became states, and they gave away certain powers to the new federal government. But in 1901, Melbourne was the capital. Canberra was mostly sheep paddocks. So this new federal government, they came down here and they borrowed this building. It was supposed to be for about 5 years, but they stuck around for 26. And when they finally left, they took about 1,000 of our library books with them. So I'm not sure if we ever got those back. Anyway, there's lots of history in this place. It's very interesting. The angels there each represent a different idea or value. Lots of buildings justice during the gold rush. Glory is spreading the news with her trumpet there. Over here we have wisdom looking like Athena. The one with the big chain is Liberty. She used to have broken chains. A worker put them back together by accident one day, a long time ago, and it's been like that ever since. Then you've got history with her book, and the last one is plenty, sprinkling gold dust over people's heads. Now underneath you've got baby angels. They're called putti. They're writing the laws and wiping them clean to rewrite them again. We're always... And that's who we were. 1856, we were citizens of the British Empire. Wrong. But the collection itself began in 1851 when they had the old temporary parliament in a building down Burke Street, which no longer exists, called St Patrick's Hall. So this is the second oldest library collection in Victoria, with over 50,000 books. Now the table has been here the whole time. This is from 1860. Beautiful. This was designed by the architect Peter Kerr, so they could gather around under what's called a gasolier. It was all gas powered in those days before electricity. That's